This is the weather forecast video for Monday, April 2nd, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening, it was fairly quiet across the country. A few clouds with a few showers and an isolated thunderstorm over the mid-Atlantic into the Ohio Valley, also across the Big Bend area of Texas, and another storm about to head into the Pacific Northwest. Watch warning map at midnight. This morning, a wind advisory and high wind warnings across the plains, some winter storm watches across southern Colorado and New Mexico, a severe thunderstorm watch that expired in the morning hours over the Ohio Valley. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Shows some heavy amounts of rain, especially over Kansas, where upwards of 3 inches plus over Wichita, with very light amounts across the state of Iowa. Let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a storm system, a pretty vigorous storm system moving across Arizona and New Mexico with a ridge over us and southerly winds, and could be an isolated storm in the afternoon with temperatures well up into the 70s and 80s over the state on heading into Tuesday. Could be an early day shower, especially east of Interstate 35. That storm over the southwest begins to move into the central and southern plains, and this run has moved this storm a little further north, so the chance of rain returns on Wednesday, especially areas west of Interstate 35. Some heavy rain possible over Nebraska into Missouri. That moves across the state Wednesday night into the first half of Thursday, with clearing late, especially by sunset across the eastern counties. And by Friday, that storm is now moved back to the south and east, and unfortunately the next storm is right on the heels of that one over the plains in the Dakotas, and temperatures warm back up slightly. Saturday, this runs a little bit slower. It has the showers and isolated thunderstorms still over Nebraska into Kansas and far western Iowa, so we'd have to be worried about Easter Sunday here. The showers and storms will be east of here, but it's looking like especially areas in the eastern half of the state could see some shower and storm activity on Easter Sunday morning. A week from today, on April the 9th, broad trough over a good chunk of the country outside the southwest and likely the far southeast. And there's that frontal system draping from New England through the Ohio Valley down into Oklahoma and Texas, where there could be some vigorous showers and thunderstorms there, while here it gets much cooler. A couple days later, on the 13th, that what I would consider a broad trough is still over quite a bit of the country outside of Florida and the southeast coast. And with that, we could have some shower and thunderstorm activity over the south, and again over us and westward into the high plains and central Rockies. And at the end of the forecast, on the 17th, another storm comes in with a piece of energy coming through the plains. Ridge is still over the southeast and over Florida, and that means a pretty vigorous system at that. 996 millibar low over Nebraska and Kansas, and southerly winds. The Gulf would be open, and showers and thunderstorms would be possible if this is right at that time. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Tuesday.